We are live. We are live. Look in the camera. Look in the camera. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. And this morning on the Huddle community, we need to have a very important conversation. Let me just cue something. A very important conversation. In 2023, as we have less than 28 days left for this year to close out, this conversation is for 28 days in 2023. Is LinkedIn the new content creators' new platform to create content? Well, that's what we're going to get into this morning on the Huddle. So do me a favor, grab yourself a cup of coffee, huddle up. It's time for the Huddle. Praise the Lord, everyone. Welcome to the Huddle. I'm your host, Walter Strong. And if you're new here and you want to broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video, we welcome you to the show. And as we said this morning, as it says in the banner, we're going to be talking about the conversation: is LinkedIn the new platform for content creators in 2023 to create content? And so we are excited to be back in the saddle. We took a break for the holidays, for Thanksgiving, but we're back. Let me tell you something. That week felt like a year, felt like an eternity. But to be back here on the Huddle with you, Team Live, Team Replay, the Huddle community, we are excited to be back this morning. Just excited. And so as we get ready to get started, we want to welcome a few people part of Team Live. My dear sister, Florence from Equip Institute. She is knocking it out the park on her live streams every Friday evening at 6:30. So we appreciate her being in the house, and we appreciate our main chief editor, Adobe Under 5, in the house this morning. Want to say good morning to you as well. And those of you who are joining us, getting the notifications on YouTube and LinkedIn, do me a favor, just let me know where you're watching me from in the chat. Give us a hashtag Team Live. And if you are part of the replay crew who joins and watch this video on a later date and time that's comfortable for you, do me a favor, give us a hashtag Team Replay and lean into the camera, even if you're on the replay, because this is a conversation we need to have as content creators. And so I'm just glad to be back. Just glad to be back to see so many of you in the chat, and those my online listeners, those who are listening to the Huddle. You're working out this morning in the gym, you're driving in the car, you're working on a project in the office or in the man cave or the woman cave, wherever you're at. We want to thank you for taking some time and just listening to us, but we need a big favor from you, whether if you're Team Live or Team Replay. Just give us some feedback on the chat. And so we are excited. So without further ado, we're going to get started and get this party started and get it started right. Let's fire up the stream deck. Fire up the stream deck. Yeah, we're excited. We're excited. Only had about 12 cups of coffee. Nah, I'm just kidding. No cup of coffee, just straight water and straight motivation and energy. So LinkedIn Live is 2023. LinkedIn, the new platform for content creators. I tell you, Adobe Under 5 and Florence, I know we're connected on LinkedIn, and I'm quite sure you can testify, even with individuals that you are connected with on LinkedIn. It seems like more content creators are taking advantage of the opportunity that LinkedIn is providing content creators. I'm seeing it from live streaming to short form content. I'm even seeing pastors of churches doing short form content, posting content, and sharing the gospel message on LinkedIn. And so it made me really want to ask this question in our return, being back on the huddle, to really examine, is LinkedIn the new platform? Now, yes, YouTube is the champion, who's been around the block for a very long time, since going back, maybe from the days of 2010 or further back, and it's evolved, and now it's with shorts and live streaming. YouTube is the platform, yes, but I'm also seeing a new contender rise up from the other side of the ring, and I do believe it's LinkedIn. LinkedIn is really making some headways, and so I felt it was important to have a conversation on this masterclass on addressing this conversation. So definitely, let's make this interactive. I really want your feedback. So let's get started. Let's click over here to the presentation. So what do we know about LinkedIn? So in the past, LinkedIn, for those of us who have been on it for the last decade, has been a platform that has been primarily being used for, looking for your next job opportunity. I've always looked at LinkedIn as your online resume that recruiters, potential new employers, companies could view your online resume. It's also in the past been a platform for job seekers, individuals seeking that next job opportunity, being able to connect with other individuals in a particular career profession that you're either in or you're looking to be introduced to and getting involved in. It's been a platform of being able to get recommendations, for being able to get endorsements from fellow um, job people who work with you on the same company, and so it builds endorsements and shares different things. It's also been a platform for over the last 10 years for marketers, online marketers, and personal branding. And so, you know, to the normal person who doesn't involve themselves with online content creation, that's how LinkedIn has been viewed for the most part. But just over the last, on my radar, over the last 5 years, LinkedIn has been transforming itself. It's been pivoting itself. It's been pivoting itself to be more than just a platform for job seekers, a platform for companies and employers and then recruiters and online marketers. It's been transforming itself and pivoting itself to a platform now where it's now embracing content creation for online creators, for live streamers, for video influencers, and thought leaders. And it's continuing to pivot. Even when LinkedIn Live first began to come on the scene, there was this criteria about how you could be able to live stream on LinkedIn, through going through an application process, having over 150 connections or more, or followers or more, and being able to upload native content that was on LinkedIn, not content that you're constantly sharing from other platforms, but content that you're constantly uploading. And as long as you were abiding by their community guidelines, you had an opportunity to qualify to be able to do live streaming on LinkedIn Live and putting content. Well, LinkedIn, again, through its transforming and through its pivoting, has now rolled back some qualifications and said, okay, as long as you meet the 150 connections or followers, you're uploading content on pretty much on a consistent basis, and you're abiding by their community guidelines, you now can be able to live stream on LinkedIn Live. And so now people through third-party platforms like StreamYard or Restream or Melon or others, you now can do live streaming on LinkedIn. But as I've been looking at different individuals live streaming, and I'm quite sure as you get the notifications, I'm seeing more than just LinkedIn Live. It's this a more consistent of posts and newsletters and content creation in various forms. And that's the reason why I wanted to have this conversation um, on submitting to you 5 tips or reasons why LinkedIn is now the new platform for content creators to create content on 2023. So that's the foundation. That's our opening introduction. That's our opening argument, if you will, to the honor of content creation judges. And so if you're just joining us, let us know in the chat where you're watching us from. Give us a hashtag live. And if you're checking out the replay of this, give us team replay in the comment section. So tip number 1, we touched on it, LinkedIn Live. LinkedIn Live now is the ability where we can live stream. So in the past, we've always kind of live streamed on YouTube. But now we're multi-streaming now on LinkedIn, and others are prime, and I've learned about some other content creators where YouTube is no longer their primarily platform for live streaming. LinkedIn Live is now their primary platform, and I'm seeing it from a number of content creators, especially individuals who have live stream shows. They're using and posturing and positioning their live stream shows to be the platform on LinkedIn Live. On top of that, they're positioning themselves because LinkedIn Live, in their opinion, and what I'm seeing, and I would love to get your feedback, Equip Institute and Adobe Under 5, and those of who are listening to this online, just join the conversation. The reach and visibility that people are now getting through creating content on LinkedIn Live, it's definitely, for me, I'm definitely getting the notifications when content creators go live. It's constantly going off for me and letting me know when JP High Tech from Perfect Zone Productions is live, and my favorite content creator, Lenita Houston, who we had on as a guest a couple of weeks ago and months ago about excellence in everything. I'm getting the notifications when content creators who are on YouTube, but LinkedIn just as much as giving me notifications. And so there's a reach and visibility that is definitely being taken advantage of by content creators. On top of that, LinkedIn Live provides me and you as content creators, just like YouTube, but in other platforms. But LinkedIn Live is also providing me and you as content creators the ability to repurpose content for short form content. Being able to put short form content on LinkedIn Live from our live streams, or just putting on a linked short form content on LinkedIn Live that points to the live stream, and tying the whole tie in together in terms of the repurpose. One of the things we tested this morning is, hey, okay, let's just do a quick behind the scenes before we go live to let the LinkedIn community and everyone on the Huddle community on Instagram know, hey, we're getting ready to go live on YouTube, and we're getting ready to go live on LinkedIn. And so we see the opportunity for repurposing. We see the opportunity for short form content. We see the reach and visibility. But on top of that, it's helping me and helping you to build better and deeper connection and trust with others. LinkedIn, as a platform for content creators, provides me and you the ability to have deeper connections and build more trust with those who are connected with us and those that are followers with us. See, it's interesting. I got a recent new subscriber on the channel this week, and I'm excited for every new subscriber that I get on YouTube. I really am. But then as I begin to take some time to go to this person's channel, and to my surprise, they had some content listed up there, maybe 2 or 3 videos, and some other videos that I didn't see how it was related, but I digress. And so I listen to the person's content and I'm saying, okay, how can I be of value? I'm saying to myself, how can I be of value to this person who subscribed to the channel? How can I help them broaden their reach? How can I help them make a better impact through online video and live streaming? How can I help them be able to convert viewers into clients that bring in income? And I couldn't answer the question. I couldn't, because when I was looking at the content that they were making, I'm saying, okay, they definitely connected with me through shorts, but how can I have a deeper connection and build trust with them? The same type of relationship that I have with Florence from Equip Institute, the same type of relationship that I have with my dear auntie from this and that, Denise Jordan in the house. Good morning, auntie. How can I build the connection and the trust with this new subscriber? And I couldn't answer it. But it's different on LinkedIn when I connect with Florence and I connect with Adobe Under 5 and Auntie Denise on LinkedIn. It's more of a professional platform, a professional platform for networking and connecting and building trust. And so it really opened my eyes to say, okay, for me in 2023, yes, I want the numbers in terms of subscribers, but I want the quality type of person that I can work with and connect with and build trust with, because you know, building trust is something that takes time with an individual, and you want to work with people and add value with people, so at the end of the day, you know that you have lived and walked in purpose. And so that's why I feel that LinkedIn Live and LinkedIn is a platform that's positioning itself to have people who are connected to you from a content creation where you can have a deeper connection and build trust. Tip number two, um, with the pivoting and the changes with LinkedIn, they've now introduced creator mode. Creator mode allows me and you to be able to access LinkedIn Live, but it also allows me and you to access some other features as content creators. It also allows us to be able to create a small video profile of ourselves, so that we not only have a static picture, but we can a 30-second video profile. Notice the emphasis on short form content and being able to give a brief introduction about who you are as a content creator, who you are as a video influencer, who you are as a thought leader. Not only that, but having a video profile that allows you to be able to share just a brief tease, not a theatrical trailer, but a tease, like a teaser for a movie that's coming in 30 seconds. It's allowing me and you to give a brief introduction in 30 seconds about what our content is about. And so with turning on the power of creator mode, it gives us the ability to do that. It also gives me and you the ability to be able to feature important content that we want our viewers to be able to stay on our page, just like YouTube wants us to people to stay on our YouTube page and to watch our content. LinkedIn is kind of positioning it its same way, where you can see a brief introduction about your website. It can also show information about your latest piece of content, whether if it's a blog, if it's a short piece of content, or a recent live stream show that you have on YouTube. And then on top of that, being able to provide a call to action to be able to have them to connect with you more, so that they can be able to have that connection and trust, and potentially them positioning themselves as an individual who may purchase maybe one of your products or services. And so through the power of creator mode, it provides me and you the ability to do that. So content creators, video influencers, and YouTubers, this is definitely something we need to take a look at in 2023. If you're getting great value this morning out of this conversation that we're having on is LinkedIn the new platform for content creators in 2023, do me a favor, smash that like button, click that thumbs up, not just on YouTube, but if you're watching me on LinkedIn, join the conversation and give us your feedback on the chat and click the thumbs up on YouTube and LinkedIn. Share this on your favorite social media platform. Got a few comments here, so we want to pause and get into the chat because we definitely want to get back into the saddle and not overlook. Auntie Denise says, wow, I had no idea that LinkedIn had evolved into what it's providing now. Gotta definitely check it out, Auntie. You gotta check it out. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the posts that even Adobe Under 5, definitely himself is getting value, and definitely doing content on himself. And so we definitely want to check this out. Definitely want to check this out. See any other comments here that we want to highlight? We'll continue as we go, but it's definitely evolving. It's definitely pivoting. It's pivoting and providing and putting things in place that now, before, as a content creator, where you were trying to make these numbers of getting 1,000 subscribers and getting 4,000 hours of watch time, and I applaud you, Auntie Denise. Even with all the success that you have with your channel of over 55,000 subscribers and growth on your channel, to still be willing to say, hey, it's not about the numbers, it's not about in terms of all the big success, but I'm willing to learn and grow from other content creators who's providing valuable content. And that says to me that, that yes, YouTube can provide us this thing, but what is LinkedIn yet to be able to reveal and more? Tip 3, yeah, boom, the about section of LinkedIn. And I believe just like on YouTube, the about section on YouTube is the opportunity for us to go on a deeper level in letting a viewer know about who we are as content creators, knowing about the type of content that we are creating, and providing them other types of information of important links to our next video that we may want to have them watch, or even important links like our website, so to get them connected to our email marketing list. Because I'm a strong believer there's a lot of pivoting and changing going on these platforms now more than ever. And I, as a content creator in 2023, am not going to be caught slipping if YouTube decides to make some changes that are not within the lines of my core value, that I'm saying, okay, I'm stuck saying, what am I going to do? How am I going to reach my community? And so having that email marketing list, a part of your, having a link to your website on your about section is important. But even LinkedIn is doing that and much more, where it's providing me and you so that we can have a strong opening hook, so that when people are on our LinkedIn page, they can learn more about us as content creators, learn about the type of results we are producing as content creators, not talking about it, but producing the results and the success stories. So one of the things I'm definitely going to be asking from members of the Huddle community is to be able to, provide some success stories on how the Huddle, and then the Hangout and the live show has really added value to you. And we're going to be looking to do the same on your LinkedIn profiles as well, to share our success stories, on how you've added value to us, a part of being a part of the Huddle. And so the LinkedIn about section allows us to be able to build a a small portfolio of content there to make not only other individuals who want to learn more about our content, but even potential brands, sponsorships, and other companies or businesses that may want to look to do business with us, or converting viewers into clients, where we have that important information on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn for sure. I want to pause here because I see another great comment here. So let's scroll over here. Boom, 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 boom. Our dear sister Florence says, recently recently rewrote my LinkedIn about section and had a few more edits. Definitely, definitely, and see, when you compare the about section of what YouTube provides us as content creators to the LinkedIn about section, there's so much more that we can do with it. And so that's definitely something in next week's huddle hangout that we have for the holidays. For the holidays this month, that's part of our conversation. Which of us are on LinkedIn, and how can we learn from one another so that our about section has a strong opening hook. Like Adobe Under 5 is connected with me, and we're on LinkedIn, and he was just sharing with me some of the different editors that he is now connected with, like Paul, like Logan Paul, a top YouTube video influencer, but now he's connected to the editor to Logan Paul. We want to make sure that his about section has a strong opening hook that continues to attract more individuals to be able to do future business with them for future clients, being able to have the results there. And so learning from one another to be able to have these things for our LinkedIn profile is a win-win, because that's what the huddle is about, bringing out the best in one another and helping each one another get to the next level. Tip number four, LinkedIn Learning. You say, wow, LinkedIn Learning. How is LinkedIn Learning tied to this? Now, LinkedIn Learning has been around for a while. Yes, it has. But now with content creators creating more on LinkedIn, just as much on YouTube, it really got me to thinking about how LinkedIn Learning now can really position itself in 2023 to help benefit content creators. And let me share this with you. So most established YouTubers like Sean Cannell from Think Media, Roberto Blake from who has Creators Academy, they have their own type of online products that can help you to grow on YouTube and learn more about YouTube. But did you know LinkedIn Learning has online courses on some of these same topics that some of the established YouTubers are creating, and they are charging anywhere from maybe as low as $99 to maybe $250? Did you know that these same type of courses, the basic fundamentals of their courses, are on LinkedIn Live? Did you even know that Roberto Blake has a LinkedIn Learning course on LinkedIn Learning? And when you look at the cost of LinkedIn Learning compared to what you may pay monthly for being a part of their course or their academy, the average price of LinkedIn Learning is anywhere from $27 to $35 in the US, and maybe somewhere between $30 to $35 in the UK. And not only do you have access to courses on YouTube, but you have courses on live streaming. You have courses on video editing, personal branding, social media, productivity, and more. And so LinkedIn Learning allows me and you as content creators to develop new skills. Maybe you're a person who's struggling with having confidence on camera and doing great video presentations live. There's courses that can help you develop those skills. There's online courses that can help you if you are a person who is looking to build leadership skills and working better with teams. There's courses on those things that can help me and you as content creators. And as a result, when we're done, there's certifications and certificates that you can be able to post on your profile. And towards the end of the summary, well, I'll let you take a quick look at my LinkedIn page so you can kind of see some of these very things that I'm talking about. Before I go on to the next step, our auntie says a comment here in the chat. So let's get over there. Boom, boom, boom. Did I get it? Okay, yeah, I got it. Boom, boom. Okay. I love great feedback from one another in the chat. And, that's what the Huddle community is about, just communicating and touching and talking with one another, being a part of the community. So I definitely appreciate that feedback. If you're just joining us, we are talking about 5 reasons, 5 tips on why LinkedIn is the new platform for content creators in 2023. So we just finished tip number 4. And so if you are getting great value out of this discussion and you're a part of Team Live and you're watching this, do me a favor, click the thumbs up button, smash that like button on YouTube. And also, if you're watching me on LinkedIn, if you're watching the Huddle on LinkedIn, we want you to click the thumbs up and give us your feedback on how this presentation, this discussion, this important conversation is adding value to you. And if you haven't subscribed, excuse me, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I want to encourage you to subscribe because we're all about helping you broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video. Let me take a swig of water. Man, good to be back. And so we want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel and click the alert notification button. Tip number 5. Did you know? Did you know that LinkedIn has newsletters? Maybe you're a person who's into written content, blog content, transcribing your video and audio into written content. Did you know that LinkedIn allows you to be able to post newsletters to those are connected with you on your LinkedIn profile? It gives me and you the ability, along with that, to be able to, when we do post a newsletter, that announcements go out to everyone that is connected to us on LinkedIn and who's following us. On top of that, you can be able to have different types of links, just like in the days of, if you were a person who was blogging, you can attach a link like your latest YouTube video. So maybe you write a small newsletter or blog on a piece of content about how to turn your home into a holiday paradise for family and friends. Great content idea from my dear auntie from This and That. And then she has the live stream or short piece of content on that. And then she takes the audio and transcribes the words into a brief newsletter or blog, puts the link into it, and then boom, there you go. You have 2 pieces of content working for you on LinkedIn, and also you have the content on YouTube. And that newsletter is just another way of getting that YouTube video out more. And so you have the ability through a newsletter to be able to repurpose and use it in such a way where it's not only just helping you on YouTube, but it's helping you on LinkedIn. And so having the newsletter, being able to do written content with it, getting it out through notifications and announcements, and building deeper connection and trust with other content creators is definitely a win-win for me and you in 2023. So, let's get into the summary, and then after we do a summary, I want to kind of take you and let you see my LinkedIn profile and some of the things that I have in place, but what we're still on work on. We talked about the importance of LinkedIn Live and how you can able to do your live stream shows on LinkedIn, and being able to have more of a professional audience, a content creator mindset audience. You don't have to worry about the trolls. You don't have to worry about hateful haters and comments. I haven't seen them on LinkedIn. I definitely haven't. The power of creator mode, of being able to have a 30-second video profile, and being able to have featured content featured, and being able to have yourself a part of different types of hashtags, like 5 important hashtags. Maybe it's video editing, maybe it's live streaming, maybe it's personal branding. And as you use those hashtags a part of your post, it allows you to be more a part of what's going on in those different topics of areas that are important to you and your community. The importance of the about section. We talked about, LinkedIn Learning, about all the different types of courses that are available. And then we talked about the newsletter. And so LinkedIn is positioning itself, based just on this brief uh, piece of information I've shared with you. It's definitely positioning itself to be the new platform for content creators. Now, yes, YouTube has been around for a while, and it's still going to be around. But when you see the emphasis and the changes that YouTube is making now with shorts, trying to compete with TikTok and everything, definitely YouTube not only has to worry about TikTok, but I'm here to tell you they got to be worried about LinkedIn as well. Especially if LinkedIn now throws its hat into the ring of podcasting, which I've been hearing different things about them looking to get involved in podcasting. And you have the audio version of LinkedIn as well. And so it's definitely a platform. So before we get into comments and get into your thoughts, let me then live. Let's pull this up here. Okay, boom. So that's my LinkedIn. Let's go over here. Let me bigger for you. So let's do that. Boom. Let's shrink myself. Okay, so you should be able to clearly see now. Let's just take me off completely. I have to see my bug there. Okay, so I'm completely gone. So what you kind of see there, we talked about LinkedIn Learning here. So these are my different licenses and certificates that I have completed through LinkedIn Learning. Your jump start on LinkedIn Live on through LinkedIn channel. So took that certificate, passed it, and so a person clicks onto my credentials and it shows them getting started with live streaming. And certainly we create content as well here on the huddle, but maybe you want to take courses on live streaming through LinkedIn. You can do that. Live streaming essentials, and there's more here. Let me click on show. Boom, boom, boom. Show more. Okay, here we go. Show more licenses. So let's get over here. Da-da. Okay. Boom. Here's more I've recently. So give that a second to load up. Hopefully that loads up. Okay. Boom. Getting started with live streaming, live video streaming. So I took, here's a good course, Zoom Essentials and Training. So maybe you are a person who has to do a lot of Zoom and virtual meetings, and so there's a course on that, learning CANVA. I took a lot of courses that were around content creation, learning more about Google, I took a lot of courses on virtual meetings like Teams and Google Meets. Um, how do now if you're a person as a content creator who is struggling with fine voice through YouTube and through content creation, here you have where you can own your voice and improve your presentation and your through an executive practice. Now, this is an executive coaching course, but I thought it was very relevant in some of the content that I was listening to as a content creator. And so that's just a snippet of some of the courses that I've taken and that LinkedIn Learning can provide you as a content creator. And so if you just uh, pull me up on Walter Strong the Third on LinkedIn, you can look at my profile and you can see some more of the things like the featured content. You can see more things about the About section as well. So just wanted to give you a brief look on some of the content through how it is on my platform on LinkedIn. So any other thoughts, comments, and questions? Um, would love to get your feedback. This conversation, I know Equip Institute is on LinkedIn. I know Adobe Under 5. Auntie, she's on LinkedIn. Those of you who are listening us on Team Live, let me know in the chat. Are you on LinkedIn and are you taking advantage of creator mode? Let me know in the chat. Are you taking advantage, or are you on LinkedIn and this discussion on LinkedIn has opened your eyes that you didn't know that creator mode is available where you can be able to start creating content? Let me know in the chat. And if you are a part of Team Replay, if you've been watching us up to this point, I am truly grateful that you are watching us, and give us a hashtag Team Replay and let me know, are you on LinkedIn creating content as well? Love to get your feedback. I'm waiting in the chat here. Boom. Let's see what we got. I think we got one. Okay. Have not taken any of the courses, but you inspired me to find some to take some. Oh, I appreciate it. Hey, that's as we segue into win of the week. That is my win of the week. If I can help provide content that inspires you and to help you to be introduced to some new content that's going to help you get better as a content creator, that's my win of the week. And another thing that you may want to think about, Florence, is some people will say, well, $27 to $30 a month for the courses. And I mean, you have access to courses on marketing. You have access to courses on small business. You have access to productivity on some of the things that you do. But also what I've learned, if you are working for a particular employer, a company or business who is investing in its employees, what I have found with my recent employer that I'm a part of, they provided me access to LinkedIn Learning and they're paying for it. So I don't even pay for LinkedIn Learning. Now, part of the criteria is that I do need to be taking job-related training courses to sharpen my skills as a fraud analyst and working for the company. But I still have the freedom and the liberty from the company that if I want to take courses on how to video editing and production and photography and graphic designing, I can take those same courses as long as I'm still taking some of the job related courses. They will be satisfied with, because they want me as a person to be well-rounded, and they are investing not only in me as an employee, but in my personal growth and development as a person. So if my interest is in graphic designing, which I do have an interest in, I want to be able to work with, a website designing, they're fine with me taking those courses as long as I'm meeting my job related courses, and they're paying for it. So sometimes the company you work for, will even provide it for you for free. Power tip for you, bonus tip for you right there. So definitely want to share that. See another comment. Let's scroll down. So much, it's just so much here. And that's the reason why I had to really do this. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Wait, what? What did she say? Man, LinkedIn Learning. Who knew? You're right. You know, the pandemic and the way our world unfortunately had to shut down. It was terrible. And our hearts and our prayers go out to those, with so many people who have lost loved ones and who are still being impacted by this dreaded disease, and not only even from from the health stand, but from a financial. It So many people are being impacted. But what I've learned with every crisis we go through, crisis provides an opportunity for growth. Who would have thought through this crisis that live streaming, podcasting, video meetings, virtual meetings through Zoom and Microsoft Teams and Google Meets, that all these new things will come about. And then companies were saying, okay, we're providing remote work, but we're going to provide training. Instead of creating our own training courses, we'll just tap into LinkedIn Learning, into their library of courses, and allow our employees and managers and supervisors to tap into those training courses. As long as they're connected on LinkedIn, it connects to their LinkedIn profile, and you don't have to pay for it. Man, let me tell you something. I know this is about live streaming. I know this is about online video, but the things that we share when you come to this channel is committed to helping you to broaden your reach. You can use LinkedIn, still be on YouTube, but use LinkedIn as a platform. Tap into LinkedIn Learning, get the courses that you need, and you don't have to spend $500 on a course from an established YouTube creator, your favorite YouTube. Now you might say, "What? You're taking money from the?" No, I'm trying to help you save money. And you. And did you know, at the end of the year, when you go to do your taxes, if you did 12 months of LinkedIn Learning, that's a write-off from a tax standpoint from your accountant. Did you know that? I'll let that breathe. I'll let that breathe and marinate. Did you know? Because I took it to my accountant and I said, she says, where are your write-offs? I said, well, I've been busy taking some courses and everything. She said, how much they cost? I said, 27, 28 bucks. She said, how long you been taking these? For 12 months. And the certifications and the certificates are right on my profile. So the evidence is there. And she said, there's a write-off right there for you. Now, if you want to spend $500 on the latest course on the YouTube starter kit, if that's what you want to do, fine. I'm just saying, we want to help you broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video. And so definitely this is one that can do it. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Did I get this one already? Yeah, I got this one already. Perfect. Wins for the week. If you're just joining us, we've just covered 5 reasons why LinkedIn is the new platform for content creators. So if you're just joining us, we're truly appreciative. But you definitely need to be a part of Team Replay. We're going to make sure we put the chapters in after we're done. But any wins for the week? We'd love to get your wins for the week before we wrap this up. And we're going to definitely be touching more on LinkedIn in the weeks to come, from a content creation standpoint, and how that ties over to YouTube, because it provides options for you as a creator. So maybe you're not getting the response, you're not seeing the growth that you want on YouTube. And yes, YouTube is not a sprint, it's a marathon. You can continue to run your marathon on YouTube, create content, but now you have another platform another outlet where you can be able to create content and grow that much more. A comment here. So let's get down there. Let's get down there. Down, boom. Boom, boom. My artwork was published in a book. All right, and the book came out this week. Okay, so Robert, what we're gonna need from you, if not by the end of the day, or in the chat or in the comments section, you put that information, so we can be able to check that out. And if we can support you in any way and making people know more about that book on your artwork, hey, we need to do it as a part of the Huddle community. Great win of the week. Let me see here. Let's see here. Boom. Yeah, we need the title, please. We definitely need the title. We need the title. Need the title for sure. What else? Got other ones here. And the chat is just hopping with so many great wins of the week. Oh, yes, definitely. Like I said, the win of the week, just providing value to you, the Huddle community, and being able to provide you some insight on how LinkedIn as a platform can help you as a content creator. And now with the power of creator mode, with newsletters, LinkedIn Learning, and so much more, this is definitely something we are going to be looking at in 2023. And so we're excited. I'm just glad to be back live, and I'm excited for the direction that we are looking to go in these last 28 days here for 2022, and our goals for 2023. We'll definitely be getting into some goals and sharing some of our goals for 2023. And so it's not just about just being on one platform trying to broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video, but it's about LinkedIn, it's about email marketing, it's about your website. And so in our Huddle community, next week we're going to definitely cover in terms of being able to learn. If we all have a website, we need to make sure we know each other's website and what's going on the websites. And so maybe, especially with the holidays coming up, and if you are looking for a nice gift to buy someone, well, guess what? Diva aprons are definitely a hot piece of merchandise for the holidays you may want to purchase. And so we need to know what that website is to be able to purchase a holiday gift for a family or friend. And so, and if you're a person who wants some information on some courses on productivity, on information about or just booking a session on video editing with Adobe Under 5, we got a lot of work to do, Huddle community. We got a lot of work. So got a lot of work here. Let's see here. Okay, boom. Okay, perfect. I see that. All right, then. Well, if there are no other wins for the week, I want to thank each and every one of you, those who are faithfully coming to the Huddle every week and being a part of the show. My dear sister Florence reminded me on her live stream as I was listening to her, just sharing how we've been able to add value to her and helping her to build confidence on camera and produce great quality content for her community, and just seeing her command and just how she's just doing her live stream shows with the platform she's using. It lets me know that, hey, those are the type of connections, those are the type of relationships that we're after on here on the Huddle, on the YouTube channel, and on the LinkedIn. Those are the type of relationships. The rest that come along for the ride is all good. It's all good. But guess what? I'd rather have you 7 individuals who are part of the huddle community, who we hang out and we're on Zoom. I'm just as content with working with you guys. And when the right ones that fit the type of relationships that we have with one another come along, when then we'll add them. That's the reason why the huddle hangout is by invitation only. You say, how can I be a part of the huddle hangout? Well, number one, you need to be subscribed to the channel. That's number one on YouTube. So number two, you need to be contributing and being a part of the huddle live stream shows, being in the chat. We know who you are, and you're adding value, not just watching my show, but you're adding value to those that are in the chat. Okay, so boom. And then finally, number three, you need to be making content yourself, or you're getting ready to make content yourself that we can support and help you. So if you meet those 3 criterias, then you are a candidate to be a part of the huddle hangout. But until then, we'll keep it at where we're at. So hey, that's what it's all about. Again, I think I've said everything I need to say. I'm just so excited to be back. Next week, I'm gonna send some emails to some individuals. We're gonna have, before the huddle hangout, we're gonna have a live stream takeover, a huddle takeover. Let the huddle community take over the live stream show. So I'm going to be reaching out to a couple of you to see if your schedule will work for next Saturday at 11 a.m. To have a huddle hangout takeover live stream. And then after we're done the takeover live stream, we're just going to go right over into the huddle community hangout. So that's what we're looking to put together next Saturday at 11 a.m. So look out for your emails. I realize it's short notice, but I want to see if I can get a couple of the huddle community to come on, and we'll have a huddle live stream community takeover, and just talk about live streaming, talk about content creation, or just talk about some things that are important to us as content creators. So I think I've said everything. I've covered everything I need to cover. And so I want to thank again my dear sister Florence. I want to thank my man Adobe Under 5, my dear auntie Denise from This and That. Check out their channels for sure. And as we close out by saying, many are the plans and a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that will prevail in your life. Make a quality decision today and let God's purpose prevail in your life. We will see you next week on the huddle. God bless.